Hi, and welcome to today's tip. We are going to do a random number generator, 1 to 700, for a page inside Maintenance and Reliability Best Practices, 3rd edition by Ramesh Gulati. Whatever page we happen to land on, we're going to give you a practical tip. So let's make it happen. And hopefully this time I do it right, because the last video, or at least one of the ones you're going to see, did not come out right. I completely mangled my pop-up and selecting a number. But you know what? When you do these in one take, because you want to be authentic, sometimes you make mistakes. So hopefully you're seeing my random number generator. Yay. Okay, at page 127. So let's remove my pop-up. Go to page 127. Whatever is on it, we're going to talk about. And based on that last video, you realize that we do in fact do these in one take. Okay, so 127 is the workflow process for work classification and prioritization. Work request comes in, we plan work, we schedule work, we execute it, put in a weekly time. So the page before that talks about work classifications, work types. And then on this page, it's got a diagram for the work order workflow. So we've got kind of two things here. 126 has all work classifications, and that continues on page 128, but 127 specifically is the work order workflow diagram. So that's kind of what we're going to talk about. And everybody's work order workflow is kind of the same. Work gets requested in some way, shape, or form. It gets planned and scheduled and executed and closed out. And you may be saying to yourself, well, we don't have a planner and schedule. Yeah, but somebody is planning it. Somebody is scheduling it, even if it's last minute, even if it's after you've gone out into the field where it's not supposed to be. So let's talk a little bit about why we want this work order workflow and why we want planners and schedulers and all that stuff. Here's the basics of it. You're trying to maximize a skill set that's tough to find. The technical staff, the trade staff, the skilled labor is not the easiest skill set to find and retain. And they like using their tools. It's why we became maintenance people. We like to step back from the work that we did and know that we did a good job and be proud of the work that we did. It's why as kids we took things apart and tried to put them back together. The satisfaction of doing that. And so we want them to use that skill set as much as possible. Having a sound work order workflow helps us do that. It helps us keep the skill set being utilized as much as possible. And oftentimes the pushback we get from developing this process, implementing a planning process and a scheduling process, the pushback you often get from the technical staff is, I don't know why I need somebody else to go do something I'm already doing. The day before Henry Ford started the assembly line, everyone in the plant could build a car from the ground up. It didn't make it a crappy idea to compartmentalize work. And so compartmentalizing the work means people get to focus on very specific things. And when it comes to the technical skill set, we want them very focused on the utilization of that skill set. And the work order workflow allows us to compartmentalize steps and work and allows us to eliminate some waste. Some waste in travel back and forth to jobs, some waste in the planning process of doing triage and then going back to the shop to look up parts, and then maybe having to Google things and maybe going to the storeroom to figure it out. And all that stuff is waste where we're not using the technical skill set. And so the work order workflow allows us to eliminate waste in the process, but also compartmentalize work so that we are maximizing the skill set where it is needed, which is actually more enjoyable work for the trade staff. So focus on your work order workflow, gain some efficiency, but also compartmentalize the work so you're maximizing the skill set.